laid a solid foundation. More recently, in 2023, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo established the Constitution Review Consultative Committee, chaired by Mrs. Clara Beri Kasati, whose findings were submitted last year in December 2024. These initiatives reflect a long-standing national desire to refine our governance structures, and today we must take the next bold step on that journey. The task before you is critical. You're not just reviewing reports and proposing amendments. You're helping to shape the future of our dear nation, Ghana. Your mandate is to carefully examine past recommendations, identify necessary changes, and create a clear roadmap that will finally lead to meaningful constitutional amendments. This process must not become another chapter in the history of unfulfilled reform efforts. It must be a turning point, a moment when Ghana moves decisively from discussion to action.
Boko Central Marase Babiani, onu Korea na kopie mo man Marase Babiamu adom kese no oda ano no nyamfo mahama yarga na ode atudwa echirem se we de ensa danseyam obepie mo man Marase Babiamu mo anane omo bodawuro edefa kabima minka bi ho enu to obesere won se da bia won nyoma omo da na di o man Marase Babiam ene omo ne ye no omo mani nyina ho a edi adanse pefedi a kire wiase aman nyina se obepie mo man kunkunu Ghana mu di a kabima minka bi no ejina na naso te se osojani ejina akono.
Very, very sorry that these scenes that we are seeing are being projected to the rest of the country and to the world. The whole world knows that Ghana has one of the most beautiful and functioning democracies. The Ghana Parliament remains an envy of many parliaments. Indeed. We've had an election that was so beautiful, the losing side conceded, and the whole world acclaimed us, and you could see that by the number of heads of states who came to witness the transition. So please, please, let us not destroy that image, that enviable image that we have carved for ourselves to the rest of the world as a beautiful, functioning democracy. I am pleading with all sides. I am pleading with all sides. As you can see, we would have continued, but logistically, it is no longer possible to continue. Logistically, the microphones have all been destroyed. And you know that with the microphones destroyed, it will be difficult for the media to carry the proceedings live at various stations. They may carry the image, but they cannot carry the voice. And vetting is about assessing and evaluating the nominee. As it is now, we in this room may be able to assess and evaluate them by hearing them, but the rest of the country will not be able to do that. The technical staff have closed and they have gone home. And so there's no way, in fact, even if they were here, the distraction of some of the machines here cannot be easily replaced tonight. So for that reason, it is practically impossible to continue with the vetting. So I am pleading with all sides, that we should bring proceedings to an end, and tomorrow, given that the facilities here have been destroyed, by morning we'll designate a new location within the House to continue with the vetting of the nominees. But before I end, let me caution everybody that You see, all of us have supporters out there. All of us need to satisfy our supporters. And so when we are vetting, let's make good use of the time allocated to us so that we can be efficient, we can vet as many people as possible, so that we can have the ministers at the various ministries functioning and delivering on the commitments that Ghanaians endorsed at the polls by the way they voted. So I am pleading with members of the committee, and I will have discussions with my colleague, the minority leader, so that we can come to some conclusion on the time allocation and how long we take to vet individual nominees. So please, 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 I am pleading with you. I am pleading with you. I am pleading with you. Because what we have done today, we have seriously damaged our reputation as a parliament. Have seriously damaged our reputation as a parliament. It will take us a lot of effort to redeem ourselves, but I know that Ghanaians can forgive.
Yeah, to work as a man, so the amount they are saying in any say in the appointment committee or more member as a baby. Omo fitias we mugusua to Ghana de shebi no ano ni nyina ne se Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama abo mudin so moma ya soafo na enra okopie mu e appointment committee a onimonyamfo no ane ye mrase bedwani e de ma de hia ene omo ningo pram ono ana Ghana mampani abo ne din se minister designate for communications, digital technology and innovations honorable Samuel Nate George ekopie mu e appointment committee na no ana nam so ma ne appointment committee no ranking member onimonyamfo Alexander Afenyoma Kense ebisa ne se abra na enkane Ghana mampani na nadodan kwaku fado tia konwa Kasie ne so no ye papa ida bia na obo so bo se nei enioma enkoyie na nado ntoto nioma yie ne nei sa ne nsem an ogusu a woka na no wo nyina so bi eno anam so mo nyamfo Samuel Nate George de atwedwe kirem se sa abre no na ogina enioma na ekoso wo Ghana mu ene mada bia na otintonto eso wo Ghana mampani dada na nadodan kwaku fado eso.
Honorable Sam George, you have a document in your hand. Respectfully, I've labeled this as 6. First of all, the document, the paper you have, were you the one who authored it?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Please, can you read it aloud in full?
Galamsey is Ghana's drug trade. It is to Ghana what cocaine is to Colombia. There are cartels involved. These cartels have politicians, chiefs, and security personnel involved. Our government is complicit and will not do anything about it. And then I tag then President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo bears ultimate responsibility. He has the power to arrest and deal decisively with everyone involved. I don't care what party they belong to. They are wicked criminals. Deal with them. But alas, Nana Addo cannot. He is complicit and a beneficiary. If we want to deal with this canker, we need to be honest and brutally frank with the truth. Again, the lion emoji and the Ghana flag, and then 2 hashtags. Hashtag free the citizens, hashtag stop Galamsey now, and I attached a picture of a Galamsey site. Thank you.
What date did you make this post?
The document handed over to me has no date.
But you made this post?
Oh yes, I recognize it as my post.
Now, you said the former president was complicit and a beneficiary. At the time you made this post, you had evidence that the President of the Republic was complicit and indeed a beneficiary of this Galamsey activity?
Mr. Chairman, on the day the President, and even though there's no date on this, I remember this post very well. I made it because I was upset as a citizen of this country that on the day the President was meeting, the then President, was meeting with the coalition against Galamsey, one of whom I believe is in the room, Engineer Ken Ashigbe, his Minerals Commission was issuing tens of new licenses to mine in forest reserves. That's what pushed me to do this.
Honorable Sam George, my simple question to you. Do you think that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, our president,
Chairman, you hear it?
Honorable members, order.
I can understand the enthusiasm. Our president, who was in charge of the government of the day between 2017 and 2025, January 6th, was indeed a beneficiary of the Galamsey activity. Do you solemnly believe in that? That indeed he was a beneficiary of this?
Chairman, my understanding is that the president at the time was leader of the NPP, per your constitution. He was leader of the party. We all saw or listened to the recording between the then Minister for Environment, Science and Technology and the then Vice Chairman of your Central Region Party, where he said you needed to do Galamsey because party hiasika.
Yeah, to our appointment committee, Wabra papa, Sam Nate George, we any dear Nanki Yashan say, or main swafwa, Ganaman Peniabo Nidin so no, and a barber or may apomodium on some source, Sanso, Anamanone, and Kutamudio on some source, as for me, and Kayashan Muso Mosobeba, Nafia Baba to Manama Bibia, and sweat to me a cotortin, ye who the free Roberti by Rahumum, and in Yan and TSO Copimu, our appointment committee, pinching, Edom Kumana dom Cassiani film, and I'm so Amanioma Akan since mu, and on an Amsama nay, Edom Kumana Bano, then you Unmonyam for Alexander Afenyo Markins, Abra pinching, cause on our friends and Trophone or dear tone, and him say, Camia say, National Democratic Congress NDC amanu kona de hia mo ana be kan se dom kwase no mukuta no ubepie mu appointment committee ho mo ho no epeso mo ka edom kuma no ehye eba na se questions ne ensem kura wo so mu bisa omu bisa na asa kamia yese omo so omo kasa wadodo ekokoba na sa na se bimpredua so omo kasa boa eno oman na mamra tumi a ye de aso omo nsa no mpeso mu etieti aso no omo so de enya de so mbema kwan amara kosa.
We have to ask the relevant questions. You are aware that some of the nominees, we don't even questions. Where we have to ask the relevant questions, we will ask. Nothing will stop us from asking the necessary questions. It's not every nominee. Some of their nominees spend 5 minutes. NDC is always up to intimidating people. They think that they must always bully. We will not accept any bully. They can call us micro-minority. They can say whatever they want to say. We've been cooperating with them. Today we agreed to do 3. The clerk to the committee is a partisan clerk. She is a typical NDC. She agrees with them and then she advertises and informs people to come. All the practice has always been that Chairman Rankin would agree as to who and who will come. Yesterday there was no agreement. The chairman was with me, no meeting. Then in the night, 10 p.m., the clerk advertised 10. This morning, my deputy was here. They had a pre-sitting. They agreed to 3. Later in the afternoon, they said 4. And then again, they said that, oh, let's compromise on 1 more. We said, okay, then he made it 5. Just as we finished the 5th, we realized that they've paraded several other nominees, dressed, and then they thought that we will boycott. We will not boycott. We will not boycott. We will not boycott.
But you will destroy the equipment.
I'm saying that we will not boycott. Thank you very much.
What do you have tomorrow?
We've agreed. We agreed by consensus to take it up tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We have cooperated with them. We'll continue to cooperate with them, but will not allow ourselves to be bullied. It's as simple as that. And nobody can attempt to limit as to the number of questions we'll ask a nominee. Some of their nominees, they come begging, and then within 2 minutes, you are gone. For those that we want to take critical action on, you say we should, railroad everybody. It cannot happen, please.
All right, thank you very much.
For me, sɛdeɛ kasebo yɛdi nkan ɛde to mu anim ɛne wohwɛ adom kumana no ba no dani odumnyamfo Alexander Afenyo Kense ne nsɛntwerɛfoɔ n'ani abere dendenden a ɔno mo kasa ne nyinaa yɛ sɛ ɛnura akɔpie mu our appointment committee ɔmatena asie mu ɔmo hyehyɛ mu no na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmotumi ɛtoto nkrɔfoɔ bi no mu anei Ghana mampanin John Dramani Mahama abo mu din odi nkan enso yɛ Samuel Akudjeto Ablakwa ono anane yabo no din sɛ Minister Designate for Foreign Affairs ana afenso no monyamfo Kwabena Minta Akando ono nso Minister Designate for Health na sɛ nimdifo mienu no enti e ba bɛka mask asiensa ne sɛ mpanimfo anhyɛda no ɔmo ɛdɔm kuma ne dɔm kɛse na anya ntum sɛ ɛnura no anenko so mutumi hwɛ ɛtoto saa nimdifo mienu nso ano ɛkɔkɔba na saa ne bra na sɛ ne time no ɛkɔ nanim no na nam so ma nei abra ɔmo bepie mu ɛwɔ nei appointment committee anim no ɛdɔm kuma na no ba no den no monyamfo Alexander Afenyo Kense to ɔmo anim sɛ kame ayɛ sɛ ɔmanimra sebejam Clark ayɛ no ɛyɛ abadwoku ɔmo na ɛhwɛ ntotoyɛ no so ɛma appointment committee for wɔn a ɔtoto ano no ɔmotumi ɛnsa ka nimdie bia ne information bia de for ɔmo no aso ɔmo yɛ de nkwanta ayera wɔn ne nyinaa ne sɛ saa nipa mienu ɛnya nkrɔfo asɛ mpre bia sa na ɛnra ɛna wɔ sɛ ɛhwɛ toto ɔmo no na kame ayɛ sɛ nei ukopie mu ɛwɔ appointment committee hɔ no no a ɔpani ɔno ana da Clark na no ɔmo susu kyerem sɛ anhwɛ a ɔyɛ ayɛ NDC ne nti bibi a ɔyɛ no ɔpɛ sɛ opiepia na ɛyɛ ntɛm so ɛde man DC amanyokuo no ɛno ananam so ɛnei ukopie mu ɛwɔ appointment committee a pinchen kɔ so ɛma abufuo baayɛ no ohwɛ a table ana afei mfidi a ɔmodidi dwuma ɛwɔ nei appointment committee hɔ no nyinaa no NPP amanyokom adehye no nkonnwa no nyinaa ɔmodane ne nyinaa butu yɛ ɛnam so ɛma nei mpanifo etumi hwɛyɛ a ɔmantumi amakwan ama mpanifo animdifo mienu no yɛntumi antoto ɔma no nananam ahemfo ɔmo bɛtae ɔmo akyi nyinaa no ɛsan kunturuhwa ne aninkyia no wɔkɔnti ɔmo san ɛsan ɔmo akyi efiri appointment committee mpanifo n'anim na ɛno ananam so sanse yɛ so panin tirafie ɛma asefo amfonti ɛdɔm kɛse na no ba no dani onumonyamfo Mahama Ayarega Boko Central Mrashe Bedwani ɛnam saa yɛ no so ɛreto ɛdɔm kuma ne dɔm kɛse ne nyinaa nim sɛ sɛ mprɛdu asa kabi ma mekabi ne pepa no enyina ejina Mrashe Bedwafo so enti sɛ kɔba sɛ ne Mrashe Bedwafo ɛtutu animdifo bia no amama akɔ akɔtena so ye bi nso ano de a na kɔba sɛ pinchen entokwa ɛne twɛde ne bros ana afei ye pagya nkonya ɛrehwehwe fam ne ade de a na kame ayɛ sɛ ɔman ye kɔ ya na ase bae ɛno nto bɛsrɛ sɛ dɔm kuma ne dɔm kasie ne nyina ɔmo hwɛ na ɔmo nom ɛyɛ asomdwe abu ase no betumi aboa ama nei appointment committee for dwumadi a Ghana de ahyɛ ɔmo nsa no ometumi ato akoso ana nei omedi aboa manimdifo a ye bɛbɔ wɔn ade ɔmo akɔpie mu aso ya ahodo no ɔmo nso dwumadie ebetumi akoso wano hwɛ akasamfonyini so a ultimu se nei wejagbawe Mrashe Bedwani Jerry Ahmed Shaib ana ne yamia na kondenden a ye yire no ede na hwe fam anesa na afen so hwe a majority chief whip nso ana ne odi wa ye papa Samuel Akudjeto Ablakwa ono ampa sabi wa hwe ni kotu kama na chitafo nyina free no ton abato mpasua so aba be piem na nanam ahemfo enyina ate wa nkomo hwe ani mu senke betumi atoto na no nanso ya hunu ne free so bete ba ira homam enrada yantumi antoto na no a we enso ne ne esi enra ewa appointment committee enso ewo ho na yemfiri woni yento akasebo no so a na yekọ akopie mu ewo nei atoye mantam mu na ne nyina no se court kase e wota kwatenase na otemuafo tenasem no so ewura ayere hatia ama manu ne nyina no se okuani a wanya mfinsi aduasa ye frɛ no kwasi ya chare enei wakwakoto akwada aketu asem mpreduasa wanya mfinsi adu miensa emona eno ananam so ma nei yese utonsa nsunu mu a odintide ene kwa asem adunti abra otemuafo ye maame hatia ama manu etena asem no so ewo afiye mu no ene wahye ese opani no nkonkoda afiase adwumaden tato mfinhie aduo no na so ofirimu fia onko enkonkoto akwada bia emona bio awrahusemu esi wo wasa bode ano ewo wasa manfi abato mpasua so ewo nei atoye mantem mu enti se me ne okasa di onumonyamfo a ono eyekuani a wanya mfinsia aduasa kwasi ya kyere enei ya hyeso nkoda afiase mfinsia aduonu adwumade ntaato ni nyina ne se akwada ase bimpre aduasa wanya mfinsia dumiensa na sonsan ente asem yie eno nti ene wodaadaa no ede ne kokopie mu e wo so ma bi a se bimpre aduasa omanfo odi dwuma ho no agyaade ato a ehwo ahya ase efu kakra anode ne kokohye mu a woka akwada tintim wode ne do popo so afuo eno enam so ama nei akwada ne koduru fia mpanimfo ye nhwehwemu no omo ehunu se onumonyamfo akwasi ya kyare ana edi sansamone no a omo tabiri asem de kopie mu e wo takwa ne takwa circuit court mpanimfo kwotena ase no temuafo tena asam no so hatia amamanu ahye so nkodam emfinhia aduonu adwumaden tato na se momofiri mu fi a uhu sa kwada keto akora na baabi obebu na nichie se egun eno so ana ebegina ne de awia prem to bre mask kase ebo no ne nyina ebesi okenkanfo na awia bre eyamsomfo katachi aduana ba twinebua kwadua enemy City Base Properties Ghana Limited ana do me fa kase ebo no ho kama magana fo nyina mo ni hwa dueni owia